Well smothered by Marcou.
And a mark taken there by Marcou.
The handball to Marcou. This is better from Carlton.
After the preliminary final, when we beat Hawthorn, it was one of the hardest games I've ever played in. We had a lot of confidence. Parko got us into the room afterwards and said, fellas, they beat us well in the second semi. I'm talking about Richmond. He goes, I believe, the character of you blokes will stand up and win it for us.
The torpedo punt kick by Buckley. Knock on, Mercury has the chance, he's well caught. Johnson in the goal square, snaps, it's through.
Fitzy did say to jump him quick and hard, and Jono did with the first goal. He was sensational. Then Harmsy followed with another one, and then Ashy with another great goal. So, 3-zip, and, it really sort of blindsided him.
There's a wrestle going on between Dunn and McClure. Oh, having a real ding-dong go out there. There's another go. Sheldon's into it too with the reins.
Robert Wiley's decked Ashy, and I've gone over and decked Wiley, and Buck's come over, and there was the whole team, having a bit of a ding-dong battle out there, which was fantastic because they always thought we were softies, and we really stood up for ourselves and made a big effort of it.
3 goals, 19 points. As we see the ball hurriedly kicked away that time by Waitman. Oh, Jess is upended the handler. Oh, golly, hit him a beauty that time.
Looks to be coming off, Lou. He looks a bit groggy.
Kenny was knocked out. Jim Jess gave him a ripper, and Kenny didn't know where he was. And to his credit, and you couldn't do it these days, but to his credit, he's come back on and played a great game. And the little blokes, they were like me, Ashy, Bucks, Kenny Sheldon. They were after us and trying to belt us out of the game. But, standing true, Carlton, we come with a flag.
One of the best on the ground. Marcou.
May have a quick hit or something, Pete, just at the first stage.
McConville, chance for a goal, and he's put it through for full points.
In comes Satori, overruns the ball, plenty of fumbling going on the ball, very slippy. There's the siren to end the second quarter, and at half-time in the 1982 grand final, we see the Tigers still in front.
Richmond were up by 11 points. Parko's got in at half-time, and he was an absolute machine at getting us G'd up, and I love that bloke. He was fantastic, and he gave us the will and the power and the belief that we could do it, and we went out there in the third quarter. Bought a lotto on Cloak, was a sensational move. He really put a lot of pressure on him. The little blokes started firing. Sheldon, Bucks was fantastic. Ashy, pretty sure he kicked another goal. And the streaker helped a little bit. So yeah, we're on fire.
Maylan, almost caught. Long shot at goal. Going through, yes it is! 3 goals, Carlton lead by 1 point. Looks okay, it's a goal. Carlton in front.
Merv Kane was niggling me, and I turned around, I gave him an elbow into the stomach, and he grabbed me by the neck, and he's starting to choke me. And Merv was a little bit bigger than I was, and I'm trying to grab him, and he's going to me, I'm going to kill you, and the crowd's roaring. I thought, he's really meaning this. And then I turned around, and there's this girl in the nude running around in the centre square, and Merv still grabbed me by the throat, and I said, Merv, there's a streaker out in the field. He goes, what? Jono got very upset because we had a run on, and to his credit, he grabbed her by the scarf that she had and dragged her off the ground, or started dragging off the ground towards the security guys, just because he was scared and worried about the run on we had that could have stopped, and Richmond could have got on top of us.
Dwayne Harms, his fella's made a difference since going on to Bartlett too, Bob.
Bartlett, I think, had kicked 3 goals up until that stage, and Parko's put Harms onto Bartlett and nullified him for the rest of the day. That was a great move, because if you look at all Bartlett's finals appearances that year, he was kicking plenty of goals.
Out it comes there, and the mark couldn't be taken by Dunn, tapped on by McClure very smartly. Over to Marcou, there's the one that counts, and that's the goal. I would say that's the premiership for Carlton for 1982.
McClure, mate, and he was a gun, the 1%ers. He's just tapped it out beautifully in front of me, and I've just grabbed it and headed towards goal, and it's one of the straightest kicks I've ever done in my life, especially in a grand final. That basically sealed the game, and the goal umpire didn't even move. He just looked over his head, and you know, the Carlton army started cheering because at that stage then we knew we'd had it.
But there's too many defenders there, but now, and there's the siren, and the Blues have won the 1982 grand final, 14-19, 103 cup.
How do I describe winning a grand final, 82, especially when you're an underdog? It's the greatest buzz I've ever had in my life. The roar of the crowd, the camaraderie of the players, and to the day I die, I'll never forget it. And you can't explain to someone that's never actually experienced it how good a buzz it is.